Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Middle School Speaks, where we talk about different controversial topics. Tonight's controversial topic is should parents be held against or arrested for their children's crimes? I'm your host, Zoe. I'm 12 and in 7th grade. But let me introduce you to some of my other colleagues. Let's start off with Charlotte.
Hello, my name is Charlotte. I'm 12 years old and I'm also in 7th grade.
I'm Matt. I'm in 7th grade and I'm 12.
My name is Olivia, and I am in 7th grade, and I am 13 years old.
Nice. Let's see what we have on the points. Charlotte?
I believe that parents should be held accountable for their children's crimes.
I believe parents should not be held accountable for their kids' crimes.
I also believe that parents should not be responsible for their children's crimes.
Me personally, I believe with Charlotte, and I feel like parents should be held accountable for their children's crimes. But Charlotte is going to start us off with point 1.
My first point is about location. I believe that parents should have their children's location at all times.
I feel like that is a good point, but what if they turn off the tracker or their phone dies?
Well, if their phone dies, the parent should have made sure that their phone was above 50 or 60%.
Those are very two good points, but I feel like we are missing something very big, and that's unconcealed firearms. Parents can easily forget to leave out one of their firearms, and young kids can grab it and accidentally harm themselves or others.
That's a good point, Zoe, but what if the children tried to, harm other people with the weapon?
I see you on that point, but I feel like young children may not know what the weapon is, and they don't know the severity that it can do, so they may take it thinking it's a new toy and use it irresponsibly.
Those are amazing points, but what if the kid ignores their parents? Say, when they get their paycheck, they get more cocky and feel like they are an adult themselves.
Yes, Matt, I do believe you, but their parents should make sure that they teach their kids manners when they're young. Because if they grow up teaching their child how to have good manners, they'll grow up to have good manners out in public and be well socialed.
Although I disagree, those are great points. But what if the kids try to sneak out without their parents noticing?
And I do like that, but I feel like alike to what Charlotte said, parents should raise their kids knowing not to do that, and good parents would teach them manners and what they can and can't do.
My next point is influence and relatives pressuring. I feel like a child should be in a good influenced home, and if they're pressured by doing anything illegal by their friends or family, then that could get them in great danger.
I definitely agree with you on that, Charlotte, especially if the child was at a party or an aunt's house or any kind of relative or someone they know. They could easily pressure them into doing something they don't want to do or convince them otherwise, and that could end very poorly.
Olivia, do you have any more points you'd like to say about this topic?
Yeah, I do. What if kids try shoplifting or buying illegal things?
I agree with this because some places do not check IDs or they don't believe a child would steal.
And all these are good points, but I feel like something that we're missing is parents can abuse their children, and these children can grow up believing it's okay. And I even have a quote to prove this, which is in 2024, children's advocacy centers around the country served 372,613 children experiencing allegations of abuse. So this is from the Children's Alliance, and that's what I found about it. But these children can grow up, and these are just the recorded cases, not all of them being reported.
Zoe, I agree with you 100%. If a child grows up in a toxic relationship with their parents or a toxic environment at their home, they can grow up by abusing other children and they'll think it's okay. I can tell you all did some great research. You all had amazing points and your facts were clear.
Thank you all for listening to our podcast.
I hope you have a great night. Bye, everyone.